So panic and desperation, those are two things that you do not want to be a part of. You definitely do not want to be a part of that chaos. And I want to make sure you are not. But first, I want you to think back. I want you to think about something really quick. I want you to think about that time back in March of 2020. Remember when the stores were sold out of products? Remember when we saw long lines that led into the store? We saw long lines at the checkout counters. And remember the things that were limited, like toilet paper and water and Lysol wipes and disinfectants. Remember those. And I want you to remember that time because we could see more panic and desperation very soon. And I want to make sure, again, you're not part of that chaos. Now, today is the first day of the third quarter. But why is that so important? Well, this is important because many economists believe we are already in a recession. They're predicting that once it's confirmed that the United States is in a recession, then the American people will finally get out and start preparing. We're going to see empty shelves. We're going to see rising prices. We're going to see purchase limits. We're going to see sales are slowly just fading away. And that is why I want to give you this warning. Again, it's day one. It's July 1st. Happy July. But again, happy July. Here's a warning. Because again, remember back when the pandemic first hit. Stores were packed. People were trying to buy anything and everything before they knew the stores were going to close down. Because again, keep this in mind. And I remember going to I went to a Safeway and they were bare. I went to a Costco and the Costco didn't have the items that I needed. I went to an Albertsons and they were bare. I finally had to go to a grocery outlet. I went to a grocery outlet of all stores to get some of the products that I needed because I was trying to buy all the staples, rice and beans and canned goods. I was trying to buy that first, and when I went back to get all the other stuff, it was gone. So again, remember these times. Remember when stores only opened for specific hours. Remember when certain stores had senior only hours. You had to be a certain age to go into the store because they wanted to ensure that seniors got some of their products as well, which obviously it makes sense. It's a good idea. And some stores even made it it was a requirement you had to pay with cash, not a card. They were not running their credit card systems. You had to pay with cash, which meant certain people who didn't have cash couldn't buy the stuff they needed. Now, think of the panic there. You have a cart full of stuff. It's exactly what you needed. You're ready to go. You get up to the counter and guess what? Nope, we don't accept a card. You have to pay with cash. It was a crazy time. And things could get very similar to that very soon. Now, here's what we know. Some people are saying that we are going to see panic. We are going to see desperation. And it's going to come this weekend. I've been giving you warnings for the past week that this weekend is supposed to be one of the busier travel weekends in the United States. We're supposed to see people traveling. We're supposed to see people having barbecues and get-togethers and dinners and lunches and having a lot of fun. That's great. But at the same time, this is going to pretty much take some of those products that we are accustomed to always being at the store. They might not be there. We might not see cheese. Milk could be in short supply. We know wheat is in short supply. Bread. We're having issues with bread lately. And let me know if this has happened to you. Are you buying bread products and are they going bad before the expiration date? Because that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing online as well. I saw that with a recent purchase that I made. I bought a loaf of bread. It went bad about 5 days before the expiration date. Let me know. Is that something that you're seeing? Something else that experts say is going to cause panic and desperation is right now our power grid is overloaded. It cannot support the heat. It cannot support the use. And if we continue to see a lot of people working in office buildings, getting back from working in their homes, we start to see when schools resume again in the fall, and if we still have this heat, and if it drags on into the fall, some are saying that could be so excessive, our power grid is going to buckle. It's going to completely collapse. So, I'm not here to spread panic. I'm not here to make sure you are desperate. I'm here to make sure we can avoid this. Avoid a panic. Avoid desperation. Avoid spending money frivolously on things that you do not need, or you took too long to buy them. Now you're buying the name brand products, not the store brand that would have saved you 20 to 30%. Now I want to give you one last warning. Okay? Here's another warning that I want to give you. And this is more of a warning for personal safety. Okay, not financial safety, but personal safety. According to a recent survey, one of the scariest stores to go to is Walmart. You will never guess why. According to this survey, a handful of people were robbed at Walmart or in Walmart parking lots due to them being open 24 hours a day. Now, let me know, have you ever shopped at Walmart at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? It's pretty bare. You have normally some interesting people. Not all of them, but some are very interesting. Some just work, work during the day, or maybe they work at night. They just got off, and they're there to buy products. They're there to buy their groceries. That's normal. But in some cases, they say that's not what people are doing. People are just waiting outside Walmart till they see a single person come rolling through, and they will rob them. Now, I've read multiple posts over on Reddit where people are saying the exact same thing, that yes, they have been robbed, or they were close to being robbed but got out of there as quick as possible. But these are part of the issues that we have to deal with now. And then the fact that we have police that are they can't get everywhere, and it takes them so long to get to a certain place. Even if you were to call the police while you're being robbed, the people that are robbing you are going to be long gone before the police ever show up. So again, according to multiple reports, this is not going to get any better. It's only getting worse. And as more people are just struggling to pay for food, to pay for their rent, and as prices continue to tick up, this is where we could see, more issues here, more fights, more robberies, potentially burglaries at home. Again, major issues. But I just wanted to fill you in on what's currently happening, because I know a lot of people are wondering, what is going to happen? Well, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't read the future, but what I can do is I can look to see what's happening and what the expectation is, the prediction is going to be. That's what I can tell you. So again, just want to thank you guys for watching. If you have anything to add to this, please let me know down in the comment section below. One thing I can tell you is I'm just one person. I read a lot of your comments, read a lot of your stories. I'm looking on Instagram. I'm looking on, or not really Instagram, I'm looking on Twitter. I'm looking on Reddit. I'm trying to get the stories from the people, not just from the mainstream media outlets, from your Fox Newses and CNNs and Bloombergs. Yes, I do get my information from those websites, but the majority of my information that I find is coming from you, the people, because those are the stories that I want to hear. Those are the stories of the people that are actually out in the streets, dealing with these issues, not the people on Wall Street, not the people over, working for CNN that make, $150,000 per year. They're probably not really struggling. They're probably doing just fine. So it's you guys that I want to hear the stories from. So again, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.